Hello and welcome to NSK the Podcast, episode 193. My name is David Chang, and I'm your host, and I'm very sick. Joining me is Mr. Charlie Draco Cowden,
Yo.
co-hosting this
Yeah, you don't sound very good. You don't sound very enthusiastic.
amazing two-man show. Let's try to keep it brief tonight, because I don't want to be talking more than I have to. But let's overload ourselves with ketchup, why don't we? Tell me, what have you been doing for the past 4 weeks, Draco?
Not as much as you have, I guarantee
Pretty much
that.
haven't talked to you in like 4 weeks, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Not as
Yeah.
much as me. There's gotta be something. Did you move some pumpkins at least?
No.
Damn.
No. It's a little early for pumpkins. No, I found out there's a sequel to Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Wait, like the
I-
live action sequel?
No.
Oh, okay.
Another
My bad.
animated sequel. It's a series, The Legend of Korra.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Okay. Well, isn't the second live action movie supposed to be based on that?
I don't know. If it's directed by...
Alright. I'm talking out of my ass. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure there even is a second live action movie, so... But, yeah, I found out about that, and I watched all of it. But, no, I haven't been doing too much.
How long is the How long is that series?
Right now, it's only 2 seasons. So it's like...
Oh, it's still ongoing.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how long it is. The first season is 12 episodes.
Really? Only? Well, oh, first season. Sorry. The
Yeah.
first series though was that was quite a few seasons long, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure how long the first series was.
I remember
It was
someone wanted me
long.
to watch it all. That's why. Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, it was fairly, quite a few, maybe several years. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
So-
well, it spanned, like, I want to say, like, 6 DVDs For
Six
the-
DVDs.
for the whole thing. So it's like 26, yeah, about 26 episodes. There's 14 episodes in, the second season.
Okay.
But I watched all of that, and, I actually haven't done a whole lot with Idols. Well, you guys were overloading on Idols.
I don't know, dude. I wasn't really doing much with idols.
No?
It's
What-
that it's what's funny is I've told people before that like when I'm in Japan, it's actually somewhat harder for me to keep up with idols than it is when I'm here in the States.
That makes sense, because you're over there on vacation
Rather than doing the routine of like everyday stuff. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, just for a quick refresher for anyone, I did go to Japan for about 2.5 weeks between mid-May and early June. I got back on the 3rd, so I've been back for a while now. But unfortunately, I caught this sickness while I was actually there. Thank goodness it didn't really manifest itself until the end of the trip, so I was spared from being bedridden. But
Uh,
but I had like a sore throat for like 4 or 5 days straight. I thought it was from screaming too much or like wodoing out too hard. But the last morning when I was in Tokyo, I woke up and I was coughing and I was like, oh no, like it has begun, you know? So that day was really weird. Like half of it was spent relaxing at like the man-made onsen in Odaiba, and then the other half of it was like frantically rushing to the airport so that we could go home in the shitty airplane for like 10 hours.
Getting your butt touched by David.
Getting my butt touched by David, yeah. That was an experience.
I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah, I wish we were here so that we could actually talk about it, but then the show would go on for 5 hours. So,
yeah. So who all did you see while you were over there?
who all did I see? I saw some 48 girls. Most
Got your picture
notably,
taken?
yeah, most notably, people know I saw Watanabe Miyuki because they photoshopped the hell out of me. And I love that, by the way. That was pretty hilarious. Like going in that morning and then getting that first 2-shot, and then posting it, and then just watching like
The memes.
watching the pictures. Right, I was just like, "Oh, you guys are great. You guys back home are fantastic." So
You weren't
That was
there to
really cool.
protect the girls from the knife-wielding maniac.
see that, yeah. So here's the really. I mean, it sucks. I could go way too much into this, but I feel fortunate that our group got to go when we did, because I've said before, like, oh man, maybe May 24th was like a bad choice because it was the day that everyone wanted to go. It's going to be really busy, etc. But at the end of the day, like, you know what, we had to leave a lot of it to chance, or like to fate, so to speak. And what ended up happening is we got all our 2 shots in. It was great. And then the next day, it's tragedy, basically. Some saw wielding dude attacks Kawaii and Iriyamana. And pretty much all events were postponed indefinitely until further notice. I think they're slowly starting to reintroduce them, but like, I guess I didn't realize this was such a quote unquote Japanese thing, but I guess what Japanese media, or like what Japanese public and society likes to do is they like to freak out about something a lot. So like, I guess really strict or like really drastic measures have to be taken for the public to be like calm down about something like that. I mean, realistically, it's not like I got into a train and people are like, oh my god, did you hear about those idols that are getting attacked by saw wielding dudes? Like, it's like this country's going to shit. No, it's just, but it's kind of like when, and it was actually a fairly good parallel, in a way. The same day that Saw thing happened back home here in California, there was a school shooting, and it always raises the issue of gun violence and gun control and stuff like that.
Yeah.
For idols, though, this is a precedent. This is the first time this has ever happened.
Yeah.
To actually have like actual idols attacked while at an event. I mean, people will say like, "Oh man, it's been a long time coming," or like, "This totally should have happened before. They didn't have protection," blah blah blah. But I don't know. It's a society. Japan is a society built on trust, and like that trust has been violated. So now it's kind of like things went down the shitter. But at the same time, things will change and they'll adapt. But for now, what it seems like is like handshake events are kind of like super iffy. The 48 group pretty much hasn't really resumed them yet, and other idol groups even have been canceling their own events.
Yeah, I know that there were several that canceled right afterwards.
Yeah.
I think Ebichu was one of them. I can't remember who else it was, but yeah. And it's not like this, things like this, well, not the violence, but the lack of protection and them doing things that put themselves into the danger haven't happened before. Tamai Shiori from Momoklo was groped while, walking through the audience.
Oh God.
because there was no security there.
Yeah. They actually, at a lot of idol performances, there's very little security
Yeah.
in general. And I don't necessarily fault them for that, because it's not like people, it's not like idol fans in general are people who you need to be like afraid of,
Yeah.
you know? Like, they go to these shows, they support the girls, they're pretty tame, you know, they're relatively tame about it.
Well, they can get rowdy, but they don't normally encroach onto the stage.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess the weirdest stuff I've seen was like Bis Lives,
Yeah.
where there's like crowd surfing, there's people piling up on each other.
But
they still barely, you know, there's no danger posed to the girls necessarily.
Yeah.
I can see the potential danger, but that's kind of another issue.
And that's something that the members are well aware of too.
Right.
You know, they know what they're doing when they do it.
Yeah.
They're also, I don't think any of them are underage.
Yeah. Oh God.
Which, you know, plays a part in it.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, super underground idols, or idols that try to maintain their underground image, like Alice Project, they just didn't give a shit. They're just like, business as usual. Whatever, man.
But then again, Alice Project's the ones that have like borderline soft porn in their members.
Yeah, don't remind me, dude. like, okay, don't get me wrong, I really like Alice Project. After having seen them live like 3 times already, like, I really like the shows they put on. Then you go to their like YouTube channel, and you're like, oh man,
wow.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be like,
wasn't expecting that.
I'm supposed to be masturbating to this, or I don't know.
Maybe
I'm a little confused.
If that's what you so choose to do.
Like that freaking video that David tweeted, where it's like the girls go into the bathtubs with the cold gel things. Oh my God. Like, why? But anyway, why are we getting it? Idols. This show is about idols.
No, we were talking about idols.
we're talking about idols. That's true. I got a pretty good dose of idols while I was there. You asked me who I got to see. I saw again, I saw AKB48, saw some of NMB48. I got pictures with some of them. I got regular handshakes with some of them. Saw Alice Project. Now, I'm pretty sure I can confidently say that my favorite group from Alice Project is Armor Girls. I really dig their music and their performance, and I guess I got a thing for women in armor.
Isn't Armor Girls the like Irish?
Yeah, they're like the Irish rock folk music group. It's freaking fantastic, dude. You like.
I've listened to some of their stuff.
It's freaking it's weird because I mean I'll admit again that like when I was here and people were like, oh yeah, like you should totally check out Armor Girls, they're totally good. I was like, I don't know about this. You dumped me into the freaking Alice Project Theater at Farms, and all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit, this is really cool. So, I mean, to me it's always the live experience that really does it.
Yeah.
For me, so
I can agree with that.
It was pretty neat, and of course, Steam Girls, they were there, and I already had like an attraction to Steam Girls because of their concept and stuff.
Hadn't you seen Steam Girls previously in one of your other trips?
Like I really liked the high and low PV, and that's what like kept my interest towards Steam Girls. Whatever.
I thought you went and saw them last year when you went.
No, I didn't. I actually didn't.
Oh.
Last year, I don't recall seeing many like say non like
non-AKB.
popular, yeah, like non big label idol groups or anything like that last year. Like, cause I know the first time I went to see, I saw like Station and Bis and a couple of like really unknown groups. But
Yeah, I guess I can say Station's pretty unknown.
they're pretty freaking unknown, dude.
Yeah.
Like, sure, like maybe we might know about them, but like
I would say
that's
that's
it,
more like you and Monkey than me. I never got into them.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, like freaking all of them graduated, so now they only have one original member, and it's just not the same.
See, I didn't even know that. So
Yeah. But what was really cool is I got to go to this like concert festival thing called At Jam.
oh yeah.
And At Jam, I think it's relatively new.
Well, they did Woda at Jam at one point.
Okay.
I remember that.
Because this year what they had was they had At Jam Idols on May 31st and At Jam Anime on June 1st. So we went to the Idol show, and it was a pretty, in my opinion, star-studded list of groups attending. Of course, like for me, the headliner was Paspo. I always wanted to see Paspo, so seeing them live was a huge treat.
Wait, was it band Paspo or?
No, it was idol group Paspo. Was it Bandpo? Is that what you're gonna ask?
No, I
But,
was trying to think of something else to combine.
yeah,
them,
there were groups that we had covered before, and I was like, holy crap, this is really cool, because there is a significant difference between, at least to me, there's a significant difference between seeing them on stage and seeing their PVs and stuff on YouTube and whatnot.
Yeah.
So.
Well, wasn't Sunmu there?
No, Samiyu wasn't there.
Maybe I
Jem
saw
was
one.
there.
Oh yeah, okay.
There was Jem. There was Dorothy Little Happy. There was Baby Raids. Paspo. Up Girls.
You got me sold.
So it was pretty cool. It was
I'd go for that.
How long was that freaking show? Over 6 hours long.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it was ridiculous. How many freaking groups were there? Like I'm blanking, but there's at least more than twice the amount of groups that I just named. That were in attendance.
There'd have to be. I remember watching it. I actually streamed one once that was 7.5 hours long and had like 14 or 15 different groups.
Like Tarashima Yufu was there. She was MC though, but she did perform. She'd perform like a song or two. Hime-kyun Fruits Can was there. I'm just gonna name them. Hold on. So it's Up Girls, Hime-kyun Fruits Can, Bell Ring Shoujo Heart, Nano-kyun, Otome Shinto, Gem, Link, Yufu Mari, which is Tarashima Yufu, and I don't know her actual name, but Mari from Dorothy Little Happy, right? Baby Raids, Tokyo Performance Doll, Dampagumi Incorporation. How did I forget about Dampagumi? Pasco and Dorothy Little Happy. So the funny story of that event, and it was a great show, by the way. It took a lot out of me, and that might have been the final straw that made me like Woda sick. And I went chance, by the way. I was originally supposed to go to Osaka because NMB48's handshake event was on the 31st, and I had a ticket for Yamamoto Sayaka.
It got canceled.
And it got canceled. So, I mean, shit happens. I'm down at least $400. But I mean, yeah, I wasn't going to cry about it or sulk about it. There's nothing I could do about it.
Yeah.
So, instead, it's like, how about I just buy a ticket for At Jam? And so, you know what's hilarious is I missed the ticket deadline. Like, it was Thursday morning or something, and I was like, oh shit, like we have to go to a 7-Eleven to go buy the ticket, and it's like, oh, the tickets are no longer available. And I was like, what?
Wow.
So then I tried to go online on my phone and shit. And this is where like Japanese ticketing websites are such a pain in the ass, because they, to me, well, the biggest pain in the ass is like half width and full width characters, and then the fact that they don't take American credit cards.
Yeah.
So that kind of screwed me over. But what was funny is we went to a reseller shop in
Akiba?
actually Harajuku, I think.
Yeah.
No, Shibuya, something like that.
Yeah.
And they just happened. What was that?
I think they're like a big reseller in each one of those spots. So.
Yeah. There's always like one shop everywhere, somewhere. So it was just right in the center of the store. There was one ticket right there for At Jam, May 31st. And the funny thing is, this ticket is it's normally what, 4,800 yen, 4,900 yen or something like that. Like the ticket's price was like 5,000 yen. And I was like, dude, it's like the same price as like how anyone who wanted to go to the show would have paid. So like, sure, I'll just buy it on the spot. So then I acquired my ticket, and I was like, cool, here we go, we're going to At Jam. And so the day comes, and that morning I'm like, I gotta get ready, you know, I gotta woda out. So I went to Don Quixote, and I bought 2 king blades. And these king blades are the 15 different color types.
Oh,
these are really neat because they use like 3 AAA batteries, and you use the buttons on the bottom to like change the colors and stuff. It's great. It's like I don't have to buy more light sticks because I have light sticks of every color. So I buy these brand new sticks, and I take them over there. We eat at Saizeria, which is like a family restaurant, and that was pretty cool because it was like $5 for a meal. And then we stock up on stuff from a family mart. Like we buy like drinks and like these like vitamins and like energy pouches and stuff like that. Stuff them in our bags, and then we head over to Zep Tokyo. And so we're there, and it's a pretty. So we enter, like, we pretty much get in like right when they started. So the venue's already full. So we come in from like the rear, like we're in the back of the area. And so our plan is to actually, every time a group finishes, we're gonna move forward more and more. Because by the end of the day, we want to be up there when Pasto is there. Because Pasto was second to last. So that was our plan. Surprisingly, it works pretty well, because how it works at these shows is that a lot of people go to be diehard supporters of their groups.
Yeah.
And then after that, they're pretty much done. So they'll either back off or they'll leave.
Yeah.
And so that means like every time a group finished, there was only about a minute or two before the next group would come on, but the lights would turn off and everything.
Wow.
And dudes would like move like up and down like the entire venue.
Yeah.
Like, people would push and near the front, people would push and shove all the time, and I'd be like, wow, this is freaking crazy, you know? So halfway through the show, we're almost at like the front area. Now this is where it gets dangerous, because in the back, like that's where people are all like chilling.
Yeah.
They're keeping their backpacks on, you know, like they're not moving around too much. In the front, everyone's trying to like, you know, get up there and have a good time. So Baby Raids comes on, and Baby Raids has some pretty like upbeat music, right?
Yeah.
These assholes who are like probably teenagers, they're all wearing Up Girls shirts. They basically make this mosh pit where anyone in their way becomes part of their ridiculous mosh, where they'll form a circle and start throwing their bodies like at each other, and they'll like grab people and throw them inside. So people start getting thrown around, and like people are like forcefully pushing each other like crazy, while Baby Raids is just doing their thing up on the stage. Like I could barely see Baby Raids half the time because I was more worried about if I was gonna get punched in the face or if I was gonna like fall down or something. People like would fall down, and I'd be like, "Holy shit! Like, this is kind of crazy." But
Jesus.
so the problem was, I had my King Blades in my back pocket, and so at one point, like people were pushing so much that like I got lifted up, and then when I came back down, I was like, dude, I don't feel the light sticks in my back pocket anymore.
Oh God.
And so like I just bought these goddamn things freaking 5 hours ago and now they're gone. Luckily our buddy Daryl, he was able to find one of them on the ground.
Oh.
So he picked it up and handed it to me, but we never found the other one.
Wow.
So the next day I went to Don Quixote and I bought another one. But yeah, like that was I was like, what the hell? Because I really didn't expect that, you know. I mean, I don't know. I guess I should have expected it because I've seen what happens at BIS, but at the same time, like no, like what the hell was this?
Maybe I don't want to go to an Up Girls show.
Yeah, because if those guys are there, yeah, you don't want to be there, but no, it was really fun though. I mean, obviously the only problem is like when you're up there, you're jam packed, you're sardines.
Yeah.
Like 50 other dudes' sweat is on you. You know, I was afraid of getting ringworms. There's like the stench is there. Like the woad of funk is really strong. It's thick. Dude, even some of the girls, I forgot which group it was. It might have been Dembagumi, but they were doing MCs and they're like, yeah, today it was a little hot outside, wasn't it? Yeah, it was probably like, you know, 20, like low 20 degrees Celsius today or something. And they're like, but it's probably hotter in here. And I was like, oh God.
Yeah.
It's so true. And at random times, the air conditioning would ramp up and then it would feel so good. But at other times, it'd just be like, oh my God, like we're in hell right now. So.
Ringworm? Really?
Yeah. But there was even a period of time where because it was me, David, Vu, and Daryl. There's a period of time where we all got split up because people were pushing and shoving us so much that like Daryl and I got moved to the left side of the stage, and then David and Vu got moved to the right side, and so like I didn't see them for like an entire group's worth of the performance or something like that. It was ridiculous. But I got a pretty sweet Paspo towel, which is actually behind me right now. So if you went to the Paspo booth and you bought like for every 1,000 yen I think that you spent, you got a ticket. Or was it 1,500 yen? I don't know. You got a ticket for like how much money you spent, and the ticket went to a handshake with your member of choice. So the towel gave me 2 tickets. And so I was like, sweet, I'm gonna go handshake Nigishiai and Masui Mio afterwards. So I did that, and I did the whole... So one, I guess, mistake I feel like I did with the 48 group last year was I said in Japanese that I was from America. Honestly, like, who gives a shit about that whole formality and stuff? I just, like, this year what I did was I just walked up to them and in plain English I would say, hi, nice to meet you, or hi, nice to see you again. So...
And then you get the true reaction.
Yeah, exactly. So I walk up to Nigishiai, I'm like, hi, nice to meet you, and she's like, oh, like, you're not speaking Japanese. What's going on? So, but she's pretty cool. She's you know, I guess everything you'd expect of her to be. She's pretty hot in real life, and she's kind of airheaded, and she's got a fantastic resting bitch face. And Masui Mio is pretty freaking adorable in real life, and she was pretty surprised too. She was like, holy crap, like you're not speaking Japanese. Where are you from? Are you from Taiwan or something? And I was like, no, I'm from America. And she's like, wow, it's really cool. So it was cool. There were a lot of good moments. Like, I'm looking at my list of moments from At Jam, and most of them are Mio. That's because obviously, like, she's my Paspo Oshi, you know. So
Yeah, see, I don't even know who you're talking about. So
you don't know who she is? She's the twin. She's the smallest one in the group. She's the pocket-sized one. She's got the twin tails.
I
mole?
Never really paid attention to Paspo.
Oh, you piece of shit. But anyway, there was when they were doing MCs, she introduced herself, and then there's a dude who held up a Masumio body pillow. It was hilarious. And they're like, "Oh wow, like thanks." And they're like, "Wait a minute, isn't that kind of perverted or gross?" And like,
Yeah.
And then at one point, like Negishi Ai was singing, and then Masumio like was behind her, and then she bit her arm, and then she lost her hat in the middle of her performance. It was weird. But yeah, it was cool. It was an idol festival.
Sounds like you guys had fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was really tiring. It was a good experience. And after that, I mean, anything else I did was basically just I would go see Alice Project because I have two favorites in Alice Project now. One in Armor Girls and one in Steam Girls. And like idol-wise, I think that's pretty much it. There's the AKB museum that we went to. And damn, it's becoming a blur. I can't remember as much of what happened, but anyway, that was
well, you got next week to
remember-ish, or are you talking about more idols?
More to remember.
Oh God. I'm gonna hate myself so much because I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna feel like, because I'm still like, it's gonna take me a while to get over this cough.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck, but whatever.
Just take a mask.
Yeah.
Because nobody that you're gonna be talking to is gonna think it's weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's very true. So, normally what we do on the show is we talk about idol impressions, such as PVs. So, let's go ahead and just get straight into it.
We have a few.
You know, we have a few. We have a few tonight. First up, we're gonna start with the one and only Kikkawa You with her PV E-John.
This is a pretty simple PV.
Yeah.
And for some reason I have no audio. Anyway, yeah, it's there's just not a lot to this PV. It's her in front of a see-through whiteboard.
Yeah. But I mean, with Kikkawa You, that's what, pretty much all you need?
Pretty much. All the drawings are done by her. It actually says at the end that all the illustrations are done by her.
Very nice.
Which is, I like
authentic. Yeah. So she basically spends the entirety of the PV pretty much acting silly.
Yeah.
With these drawings that she superimposes on herself, yeah.
Mhm. Pretty much, and some wardrobe changes and.
Oh yeah. That's a welcome change.
Kind of follow the images she's drawing.
Okay, because so far I've only seen her crown and the white dress. Pretty short dress, actually. But
Yeah,
what do you think about the song?
I don't like the song.
You don't like the song?
No, I do.
Okay.
It's
I'm not saying there's a wrong answer. I'm just saying I couldn't hear you the first time.
It's got a nice. I think it's more upbeat than her other songs.
Yeah.
As I recall, most of her other songs were pretty mellow.
Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting from it. That like, I don't feel like I've heard something like this from her before, but I really welcome it. This is like a nice change of pace.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this, so. I like this song. The, I don't know about the translation. I didn't read it.
What? What are you talking about?
The subtitles that they added.
Uh-huh.
I did not read those. So
Oh, you didn't read them? No one reads them. Come on. No,
I'm not sure if it was this one or one that before that showed up before it. It says at the on either in the comments or at the end of the video. This is a literal translation, and the translation may not be perfect.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like especially with professional translators, professional in the sense that like localization of anime, sometimes movies, and like idol media, like their translators tend to be pretty literal. So I
Or
feel like
they take a little too much creative authority.
yeah, they kind
of.
of. I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's no like, there's no perfect translation or interpretation. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of it is preference based too. But yeah, like I don't prefer it as much because it's like. But that's because I kind of like already understand some of it, so all I need is like the core meaning.
Yeah.
But I can tell when something is like, to me, awkwardly translated because it's like, oh, you're trying to get to this meaning, but in its native language, it means more something like this. It's the whole abstract idea of language and meaning in the human mind.
Yeah. I think my biggest problem with this PV is her outfit and the.
What, you don't like the outfit?
Well, I don't mind the outfit. It's just there's too much white? On white.
Yeah. Well, the background's off white.
It's still too much white on white.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there because it basically allows her to just like melt into the background.
I guess it is good for the drawings because then you can.
Yeah.
You know,
I
they're
think
not.
that's kind of that was kind of the purpose of it, to allow the drawings to stand out and stuff like that, and kind of herself, but you know, it's at that point it's kind of secondary.
Yeah, I guess if you like looking at her face.
So what's hilarious is in chat, Mago is posting pictures of Ito Mew from Armor Girls.
Is that what he was posting?
Yeah. It's pretty funny because, like, she's in this bikini, and then she has, like, pauldrons, and that's it. But that's cool, dude. That's armor enough for me. She's my favorite Armor Girl, by the way. So,
I guess that's all the armor you need.
yeah, it's pretty much.
Should have put her in knee pads too.
Oh my god. It sounds so weird. Alright, next up. Let's talk about DLH. We just talked about Kikkawa You's Ijan, aka Why Not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to think right now. I'm not gonna interpret that. But next up, we have Dorothy Little Happy in their PV Sky Traveler.
Isn't Traveler supposed to be with 2 L's?
No.
Ow, that was loud.
Yeah, you better be careful, man.
This.
You know what? Travelers with 2 L's is I think that's British English.
Okay.
I don't know, whatever. This is a fairly loud Like on its own, it's pretty loud. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm afraid of lowering it more because then it'll just disappear. But so these outfits I saw when I saw them perform live in these. These are, I don't know if these are just for this song or they're standard. No, right?
I doubt they're standard. I've always seen Dorothy Little Happy and more.
You've
No,
only seen
that's-
them wet?
No, that's Dempagumi I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they're standard, but I don't know.
What's funny is I probably saw them perform this song, but I don't remember.
This song doesn't seem all that memorable.
Yeah, I mean I have to admit, I never jumped on the Dorothy Little Happy train.
Yeah, me
Like,
either.
I don't think I just don't think I was that like interested in their music. And especially after, and this is just me, but especially after seeing Passpal perform, seeing Dorothy Little Happy follow whatever. Seeing them after Passpal was a weird contrast because they're a lot, say, calmer, maybe
Yeah.
closer to like a quote unquote traditional idol group or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was different. It was a huge change of pace, and for me, it was like, all right, I'm gonna cool down,
Yeah. And yeah, I don't like these outfits.
You don't like them?
No, they're like it's almost like a trench coat combined with a dress with a
Yeah,
belt
they're-
that's like 3 times too long.
Yeah. I noticed that their belts had to they had to be like secured in a non-conventional way because they're designed to be that long or whatever.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
And
All kinds of
the peach
difference.
color I guess is okay, but
But
why are they using white balloons on a white background that you can barely tell the difference unless they're moving?
apparently color costs money in Japan.
I
what's going on.
guess. Maybe we should just go back to black and white.
Maybe.
Then we wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, because then, everything that's not white is actually going to show.
Yeah.
But,
But-
I'm not a fan either of...
Yeah, and this is the short PV. I looked at the screenshots for the full PV, and it's more of the exact same thing.
Oh, okay, so we didn't get, we weren't cheated. We pretty much saw the whole thing.
Pretty much.
Okay, just making sure.
And the full song's like 2 more minutes long. 2.5.
Yeah, two more minutes of that. It's relaxing. I'll give you that. Like, Dorothy Little Happy to me had some pretty. They have like nice background music. Like I want to be at a French cafe or at a bookstore hearing their songs on the radio. Not necessarily at a jam-packed like idol concert where everyone's moshing and being a crazy ass.
Yeah.
So.
That's kind of what I liked about watching, like, RY and Jewel Kiss. The fans, like, all the RY fans would move to the front, and all the other groups would move back, and then they just rotate out as the groups came on.
Yeah. Some of those dudes are assholes, though. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They don't freaking... They're just squeezing all over the place. They're just like... They just want to get up there to... Like, they'd be doing MCs, and they'd go up there and... Just to be close. And then when they're done MCing, and they leave the stage, then they push through everyone again just to leave the venue. I'm
Yeah.
like, God damn it. But, in general, it's pretty tame. Like, no one's like out to hurt each other or anything like that. They're kids. There are those guys who are just like, oh, let's kind of cause trouble. And I almost lost my glasses twice. Like, I'd be like, oh god, they're falling off my face, so I'd shove my hand, like, on top of my face, just to make sure I don't lose my glasses.
You got your handprint on your glasses you're looking through.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna be able to see really well out of my glasses today, because I have to keep touching them.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Duh.
I'd rather, like, okay, I bought these glasses in Japan. Surprisingly, very affordable. It was $85 US for the exam, the frames, and the lenses, and they got it done in an hour. And I was like, man,
Holy shit!
If I need glasses, I'll just go to Japan. Like, screw getting them here.
No lie, it's like cheaper.
Yeah. So, it was really neat. But yeah, I didn't want to lose my brand new glasses, because I already lost the goddamn brand new light stick.
My mom just went and got her glasses, and it was $300.
Yeah, it's because we have to deal with, like, insurance and all this bullshit over here.
That was with insurance.
Yeah,
That's with insurance paying part of it.
Yeah, that's what sucks about. Yeah, I know, like, cause I used to have I used to be part of my parents' plan, and we'd go to like a really like specialized optometrist, and that shit was really expensive. And if you were to get it without insurance, it's like really, really expensive.
$900 for her glasses.
Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous. So.
But then she's like that far from blind.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, you have to determine whether or not it's worth it for you. To me, my eyesight's really important. So, like, I was pretty pissed when I went to Costco, and sure, I only paid like $59 for an exam, but I was like, I don't know if you like did this exam right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I was more pissed off that the frames were complete shit, because they kept messing up on me. So anyway,
so that was
Dorothy Little Happy with Sky Traveler. See, like, I'd love to be on a plane trying to go to sleep and listen to that song.
Well, then
you know how
I guess
annoying it is to freaking sleep on a plane. Jesus. Especially when someone has a baby.
I guess it's a good title then.
Yeah, it is a good. Yeah, it's a good. It sounds like it's a song that sounds like you're flying through clouds. So I'm cool with that.
I could definitely go to sleep with it.
Next up, let's talk about Galette and their PV brand new style.
This is what happens when you don't run idols through Auto-Tune.
So, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's very noticeable that they did not do much for pitch correction or tone.
Okay. Oh shit, why does she have a blue apple? How does that even exist?
And I just don't think that these girls are suited for the slower songs vocally.
That these girls are not suited for slower songs?
Yeah. Because most of the Galette singles that I've heard have been a faster paced, more upbeat. And they do fine.
Okay, you know what? You know one thing I get pretty annoyed about with Japanese PVs in general?
What?
I think I don't know if it's like a lot of artists don't know how to lip sync, or like I don't know if this is supposed to be on purpose or not. Because I've heard of shit like this where it's like, oh well, you know, with idols especially, you gotta keep them like unpolished. You gotta show how like imperfect they are. But like right from the get go, I was like, man, these girls. It's not like they're off sync, because if they're off sync, that's like the editor's job almost.
Yeah.
Unless they're completely off time, because they play the goddamn song when they record the PVs, but like the girls don't. You don't sing that subdued. I'm pretty sure no one sings that way. Like, these girls look like they're whispering, and that doesn't match the audio at all. And that, to me, that's really, really, it's really strange, you know?
They kind of are. A lot of the times when I see them doing this and they're having problems lip syncing, they actually do just whisper it so that they have the movement right. So it's very possible. And
it just annoys the hell out of me.
If it was off sync, it would drive me up the wall.
Yeah.
I have actually taken PVs that I've downloaded or gotten off YouTube that have gone off sync and had to go in and fix them because it just drives me nuts.
See, you actually take the effort to do it. I'm just like, oh well.
Well, I used to.
You used to. But this is not exclusive to idols, I feel like. I feel like I've seen...
No, it's not.
Like, especially female Japanese artists also do this. And I'd be like, what?
Yup.
But who knows? I don't know.
No, I can agree with that.
Anyway, so I mean that's gonna be my major gripe with this Galette PV. But I mean otherwise this is an interesting song.
At least it's visually appealing.
Yeah, it's a visually appealing PV.
It's not just one set.
It's a good use of say like a lower range of colors.
Yeah.
Because it has that, like, the song itself, too, has that feel of, like, maybe nostalgia and, like, you know, somewhat of, like, tragedy in the past. This whole CG water stuff, though, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure if I like it. It's splashing everywhere. It kind of goes in and out. It's like a screensaver. But, you know, occasionally it works. Occasionally it doesn't.
If I recall, one of my big problems with this one was that when it started, the intro comes in and then it cuts to a dance scene and it's like, yeah, I kind of feel you missed the intro for the lyric there.
Yeah.
It just doesn't quite feel right.
That's... I don't know, man.
But yeah, there's...
Japanese PVs.
There's the Hello Project aspect to this with the water and the gems and the sparklies.
Yeah, I like how it's like the Hello Project aspect. Is, you know.
Well, what can I say? It's, you know.
Yeah. It's not like their gem though, where their entire theme is gems.
No, but the one girl is holding what looks like a diamond.
Yeah. There's that diamond. These motifs with jewelry and reflective surfaces all over. Well, that closes it out for Galette, right?
Yeah.
Galette,
I mean,
new style.
I kind of like this song. It kind of has a retro feel to it, I guess. But
yeah, it's got a retro feel.
Yeah.
It feels good, man.
I like it.
It's like some sort of nighttime. No, actually, it would be daytime. It'd be a daytime show, but it'd be a show that pretty much exclusively takes place at night. It'd be like an undercover cop drama. Anyway, and next up, we've got Yokoyama Rurika and her PV Shunkan Diamond. Oh god, we're going into more jewelry, dude.
Yeah, I hate her hair in this.
You hate her hair.
Yes.
Right off the bat, you've got something to criticize. Okay, so are you talking about when it's wild or just in general?
Well, when she's got the striped shirt, dress, whatever that is on, I don't mind that with the nice
Yeah, the waves,
wave.
right? Yeah. I was gonna say that shit is hot.
The really tight curls that she's got in the other scenes, I absolutely hate that.
Okay, see, so I saw a glimpse of that, and that's what I'm assuming you're hating on. But I haven't gotten to that part yet, so that's why I'm still enjoying this PV. So, kaleidoscope. But yeah, she looks good in that normal outfit, in that striped. Yeah, it is a dress, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It's both top and bottom. That's one piece.
Yeah, it is a dress.
Yeah, it's a dress. Okay. Dude, she kind of looks in some angles. She kind of looks like much older Hashimoto Kana.
Okay, if you say so. I still haven't figured out which one's Hashimoto Kana, so.
Holy living shit, Draco. She's the only one that anyone can point out from DBL.
Except me.
She was everywhere, by the way. Like, we would go to karaoke joints, and it'd be like Hashimoto Kana on the screen. And we'd be like, what the shit? Like, what are you doing here?
Jeez.
But, what are all these black balloons doing here?
I don't like the lighting effect in this.
Rurika, what's going on? So I saw another glimpse of the hair, and like it's kind of weird because like one side is straighter than the other.
Yeah. And they show them side by side.
I mean, here's the thing, Draco. Like, yeah, you hate that hair, but for how long do you have to see it? Not as long as the good hair.
There's quite a few scenes.
Yeah, but there was a few scenes. It wasn't like the entirety of the PV was her hair all frizzy like that.
Yet.
I mean, now there's a part where like she's singing to herself, but yeah, I mean, for the majority of the time, it's on her regular wavy hair, and I think it looks pretty good.
As I said.
That was really weird. There was this effect where they like totally changed filters on the fly, so it went from like sepia low contrast to like high burn in.
Yeah, I don't like the lighting in the scenes with the balloons. There's way too much lens flare and
for lack of a better word, Japan filter.
Well, it's all backlit coming through the curtains of the windows, and it just looks really bad.
Yeah, because that's like it's really jarring to see the scenes where there's a lot of like detail and contrasting colors, because you can tell like they either filmed with a completely different camera, or they decided not to put the same effects on top.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't know. Like I feel like you shouldn't diverge that much in the same video unless there's like a really good purpose for doing so.
But it's a good song.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was
a solid song.
Yeah. And I think she's a pretty nice looking lady. Yeah. Especially with that wavy hair. Which takes up the majority of the PV. But maybe the frizzy hair is so offensive that you won't enjoy the rest of the PV.
I don't like that hair. I would much rather see it be straight than that. Whatever that is.
Alright, so Yokoyama Rurika's hair in Shunkan Diamond. And last but not least, let's talk about Diana Sweet with Ice Cream Magic Full MV.
Ow.
Yeah.
I forgot to prepare my videos before. I
didn't
didn't turn the volume down on my videos before we started.
Yeah, you gotta calm down, okay?
So all of the videos are like, ow.
Tell me about Diana Sweet.
I think this is only their second.
This is their third single.
Yeah, I was gonna say second or third single.
Okay.
So I don't really know much about him, but I like this song.
Okay, honestly, the audio to the video is actually really loud. So
Yeah.
I won't blame you for this one.
Well, I had it turned up all the way too, so.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was really loud. I like
So
this song.
Is interesting. You like the song?
Yeah, and it's got, it actually uses the auto-tune for effect rather than because they need it.
Because they need it?
Well, maybe they do, I don't know.
Arguably is an auto-tune for like everyone who needs it? Or like everyone needs auto-tune?
According to some people, yes.
When it comes to idols?
According to some people, yes. The only thing this song falls into is they repeat the same thing. And that's a big pet peeve of mine.
Repeat the same thing as in the same lyrics or the same chorus or
both?
Okay, so there's no variation between verses.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, the verses I don't know, but they tend to repeat a lot of the same words.
Okay. Hey, this ain't rocket science, okay? We gotta make a pop song here. We gotta get this stuck in your head.
Yeah, but Japanese have a way of doing that without having to repeat the exact same phrase.
This is an interesting way to say ice cream, by the way. Granted, it's because it's a Japanese way of saying it.
Yeah.
And it does sound like they're saying I scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's some scream magic going on in there.
Scream magic, indeed. These are... Like, I was gonna say these look like... Actually, yeah, these look like pretty... Some of them look like fairly young girls.
Yeah.
Some
I
of
would
them a little
agree.
mature than the others. I like the outfits in general, though. This kind
of
semi-maid looking
I was gonna say penguin.
penguin.
But
yes.
I guess it doesn't really fit because it's not white.
Penguins
all the
don't
way
eat
down
ice cream.
front?
Come on.
Well,
Yeah, but I was like, I get it because like tuxedos are considered
yeah,
penguin-like, you know.
yeah.
But I
And
mean, when you said penguin, I was thinking like Hashire penguin and stuff. So at that point, you had already lost me. But yeah, this is more like semi like borderline slutty maid outfit.
borderline, I'm not even sure I'd go that far.
It's like it's not quite there. It's not.
No, it's like a long ways from borderline.
Like
Un-
on what
unless
side
you-
though? I'm really confused now.
Unless you consider shoulders to be borderline slutty, I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I mean, well, see, like, it's I don't know. It can be interpreted that way. It's too much shoulder.
I know
dangerous.
David does, but
Yeah,
I mean,
he'd probably think it's perverted. I don't know, but he'd eat the shit out of that. So
oh
he'd
yeah.
enjoy it.
But the white outfits, I think, are probably closer than the black.
Yeah, those are interesting. That mini midriff and everything. I was like, I don't know what's going on here.
And the shoulders and the strapless dresses.
And the shoulders, and the strapless dresses, and the shoulders, and the... So, anyway, that was Diana Sweet with Ice Cream Magic. That was I think it was a good, I do agree with you, it was a good use of autotune. It was a good use of the electro sound.
Yeah.
I was actually a fan of how that was mixed in, so...
Yeah, I like that
pretty cool.
song. I think that's probably my favorite of this week.
Damn!
None of the others were just...
Save the best for last, Draco.
I don't know, the rest of them just seemed a little too generic.
Okay. So let's talk about a little bit of the idol news. Now, I believe Gary's has been covering whatever's been coming out while we've been on hiatus.
Yeah,
So
he's
you've
been
been
doing
getting
it's not news,
it's idol news.
Yeah.
You've been getting your digest. But here we go. Let's rattle this off. In Hello Project news, Barry's Kobo's latest single, Ai wa itsumo kimi no naka ni / Futsu Idol 10年やってらんないでしょ sells 44,219 copies the first week and ranks number 4 on the Oricon singles chart. Morning Musume 1-4 and Smileage are going to be releasing a musical soundtrack called Lilium on August 6th. And Suzuki Airi will be releasing a new solo DVD titled Singapore on June 25th.
And apparently it was
Can we
filmed
guess where it was shot?
at Singapore.
No, it was Malaysia. No, I'm just kidding. It'd be funny if they did that. It'd be really freaking funny if they called it Singapore and they filmed it completely different place.
They do film a lot of their photo books in like Malaysia and Guam and
Thailand.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, kind of, it's like semi-exotic destinations for some people.
Yeah.
In AKS news, AKB48 / SK48 member Matsui Drina injures fingers during live rehearsal. Alright, what did she do? She put on that heart etiquette glove.
I don't even know how to say that.
What? The name of the
Theater?
Aya Theater Tokyo? She injured it during a rehearsal, so she couldn't appear at the theater. Oh, I see. She injured her middle finger and ring finger of her right hand, but it's unknown if those fingers are fractured. Oh God. Yeah. Then again, I mean, when we were getting like updates about the Iwate Saw dude,
Yeah.
like when they were saying Kawai Arena and Iriyamana needed surgery and like they had fractures, I was like, oh my God, like what? It's ridiculous.
I never did actually hear any clear answer on what their injuries were.
Oh, the extent. Yeah, I don't think they wanted to like put that out. So they just wanted to kind of. I mean, like Oshima Ryoka and Takashi Juri are like mentally scarred now, and
Yeah, I heard,
it's ridiculous.
staff running around covered in blood and
Yeah, it's
members
pretty messed.
running into the back covered in blood and.
So, yeah. Well, good luck, Drina. You're gonna need your fingers.
Yeah, no more jilling off.
Former AKB48 SDN48 member Ohori Megumi gave birth to her first child on June 16th. From what I heard, she got a cesarean section.
Yeah, I heard she was in labor for like 2 days and they had to perform a C-section.
Yeah.
And I guess
her baby weighs 2,956 grams apparently. I heard that was like what, six something pounds.
I heard like 6 pounds 6 ounces or something like that.
Isn't that kind of light?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit on the light side.
I think. I don't know. I don't have kids.
Because I've heard of some babies being like 8, and then 9
Yeah.
is like the heavier, a little bit on the heavier side.
Yeah, anywhere from like 6 to 9, 6 to 10.
Oh, I see. Okay, well they're Japanese babies, so they're smaller, right?
Yes. I've heard of babies up to 12 pounds, but
Jesus.
that's generally in certain medical cases like diabetes.
Oh gosh, yeah, that doesn't sound cool.
Yeah, people with diabetes generally have larger babies for some reason.
Interesting. Alright, in other news, Shiritsu Ebisu Chugaku also known as Ebichu. Their latest single, Butterfly Effect, sold 53,913 copies the first week and ranked number 3 on the Oricon singles chart. Gem and their latest single, Do You Believe, sells 11,445 copies the first week and ranks number 9 on the Oricon singles chart. Excuse me. I really like that song now, by the way.
Jim did pretty bad.
Yeah, well, shit.
And Ebichu, like, stomped the competition.
Yeah. But, shit. Next up, Baby Raids will be releasing their first album, Jiko Shokai, on July 2nd.
And
I'm pretty sure that means self-introduction.
I believe most of the songs are past singles.
I mean, that you'd figure that because, you know, for groups that predominantly release singles, yeah, they'd put out an album that just compiles their singles.
And apparently J-Pop Idols is down because I can't access it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you're lying. But anyway, while I find out if you're lying or not, Diana Sweet, we just talked about them, is releasing their single Ice Cream Magic, which we just talked about, on July 2nd. Also coming out on July 2nd is Mary Angel's Genso Chronicle. It's a new single by Mary Angel. I've never even heard of Mary Angel. J-Pop Idols is not down. You're lying.
I cannot access it.
Okay.
I believe Mary Idols is a duet.
Mary Angel is a duet, yeah.
Yeah, Mary Angel. I've heard of them.
Oh, sorry. E-Girls is going to be releasing a new single called EG Anthem We Are Venus on July 9th. I'm pretty sure that EG stands for
E-Girls.
E-Girls. E-Girls Anthem, not Evil Geniuses Anthem. But
that might be better, though.
Next up is Tsubasa Fly to release new single Unforgettable Days on July 9th. Predia will be releasing their major debut single Kawareta Ai no Hateni on August 6th. Yumemiru Adolescence is going to be releasing their new single Shoume Teenager on September 9th. And this is kind of crazy. Members of Dempagumi Incorporated taken to the hospital after suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning during filming.
I looked at that before we started. They were apparently filming a movie or something in a cave or a building, and the generators that they were using for lighting is what caused it.
Yeah.
And they took 5 members and 5 staff to the hospital.
Yeah. I wonder who's the one, is it Pinky that didn't get taken to the hospital?
I'm not sure.
Damn it, because I know Aizawa Risa, Moga's not there, so she didn't get hospitalized. Alright, that was pretty easy. Next up, pretty hype about this. Baby Metal.
The late breaking news.
Baby Metal announces Los Angeles concert for July 27th at the Fonda Theater. Tickets go on sale June 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time from Axis.com. That's AXS.com. Now, I did check it out, and if you like have an account with Axis.com or something like that, you might be able to enter pre-sale on June 19th. So,
I heard there was a password for that?
I signed in. Oh, you mean like to actually order?
Yeah.
Then, shit, we're screwed.
But I'm not sure.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, if you can get the account, I signed in with Facebook, so I was like, I don't want to like make a brand new account just for this, but
yeah.
Yeah, so I signed up for that, and I'll see what happens on a Thursday morning. And then if that doesn't work out, then I'm just gonna have to add Idol Matsuri. Gotta go buy my Baby Metal tickets.
You gotta go buy your Morning Musume tickets.
That too. God, dude. It's gonna be a shit day.
You're not gonna have a voice for the next 6 months.
I'm not gonna have a day. Yeah. And speaking of Baby Metal, they will be performing as the opening act for Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
I believe her tour.
Yeah, there's 5 shows, I believe.
Lady Gaga's Art Rave, the Art Pop Ball. 5 shows.
It's gonna be Phoenix, and then
Phoenix, Vegas, State Line, Salt Lake City, and Denver.
Yeah.
Between July 30th to August 6th. It's pretty funny because like the press release or the blurb is breaking news when Baby Metal metamorphoses into Lady Metal.
Yeah.
A metal monster is born.
Yeah.
That's cool because more exposure, yay.
Yeah.
And Lady Gaga is like, kind of considered quote unquote weird and out there anyway, so whatever. It's gonna be, they'll fit right in.
And she's popular in Japan. So.
And she's popular. Yeah, she's really popular in Japan. Holy shit.
Yeah. I'm really debating if I want to go
Should
to
do it.
Denver, or if I can go to Denver.
Freaking do it.
Because I just don't know if I could justify going down there for 30 minutes of Baby Metal and then leaving.
This guy, this otaku. And last but not least, Dance Roid will disband in late July.
Yeah, apparently
Yep.
their contract is up.
Their contracts will be terminated.
They're
July 26th.
they're ending basically. They're not renewing.
Yeah. Yeah, the agency explained that it was the will of the members after discussions with them. They were formed in 2009, so they've actually been active for a while. They became popular by posting videos on Nico Nico Doga and YouTube. But yeah, they're ending it. They're ending it. They'll be done.
Yeah, Damsroid is. They were pretty popular, but I never really got into it.
I remember hearing a lot about them, so it's like at least they've got some traction. But yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, well, I'm gonna plug up the show. Visit us on Twitter. You can follow New School Kaidan at New School Kaidan. I am at Tadave with a 3. Draco is at Draco60. Check out our shirts at milk-tea.com. That's T as in TEE. Or check out our Spreadshirt store at newschoolkaidan.com/store. Proceeds go to supporting the site, so we appreciate your patronage. Thank you very much. Come chat with us on RSC. Hashtag NSK on the Ryzen server. Check out our bros, the Bagahaza Boys, BSGS, BKHTS, the TV. Fridays at 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Go ahead and visit selective-hearing.com for roundtable podcast discussions and musical reviews. nihongogo.com for Japanese content online. And if you're watching this podcast on YouTube, please comment, like, share, favorite, subscribe to our YouTube channel and let us know how we're doing. And if you'd like to contribute to NSK, you can go to newschoolkaidan.com/contribute. And thank you very much, DJ Amaya, for providing us this theme song, the NSK anthem for the podcast. And last but not least, check out the evening show with NSK on Friday evenings Eastern Time.
Around
6 p.m. Eastern Time, I believe, is when they go on.
yeah,
Because they basically They
6 and
basically
7.
lead. Yeah, they basically lead into BSGS, BKHCS, the TV. So, oh my God. Final word, Draco. Take it away.
Be sure to give props to DJ on my this weekend.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm gonna get to go see him again.
And,
I haven't seen that guy in like a year or more.
Yeah, go see him if you're in Seattle area. Or Dave or David or whoever else you run into.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys, if you're listening to the show and you're gonna be at Automatsuri, give us a shout out, say hi. We'll be down to meet up. So.
Yeah.
Alright, that's it. That's your final word?
Yep. Okay, go do some Motogame for on my since I won't be there to do it.
Mine's gonna be God damn, I need to get rid of this cough. That's what I need to do. Mine is I miss Japan. Holy shit. And I realized during this trip that dreams do come true. Yay!
They do?
Yeah, man. Freaking guys like DLJ going to Japan and dropping all the big bucks on checkies. That's what it's all about. Meeting your idols in real life.
So, who all knew David was going?
It was me. Okay, are you talking like overall, or are you talking who was like there?
Overall.
It was me. It was Day. It was Anthony, Monkey Toe, and I think Kyle, or maybe not. No, not Kyle. No. But yeah, it was like me, Day, Monkey. Maybe like one or two other people who might have been in on it, but other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow. You guys kept that really quiet.
Oh yeah, dude, no freaking no, don't remind me, cause we almost blew that shit like 2 or 3 times. Like one time, Monkey sent an email to a few of us, and he included David on the email. He didn't like blind carbon copy him. And it was supposed to be talking about our CDs, because he was receiving our CDs. So like I think Vu was like, "What? David's going?" I was like, "No, he said it's the wrong David." And then another time, like David was like, he was like, "Oh yeah, I almost totally like told everyone that I was going," and I was like, "Dude, you gotta freaking shut your big mouth, Jesus." That's why it's such a huge problem. I'd be like, you can't like let people know, you know. And it almost got to the point where, I was afraid he wouldn't even go. Like he'd just chicken out, and it'd be like the ultimate slap to my face, because it'd be like David, you have a reputation for promising things and not delivering. Like this is probably the worst one you can commit if you're gonna like build it up to. Well, I mean, to him it's like he didn't tell anyone, you know. Like Hero and Greg still gave him shit about not going to Japan. He could just suck it in and just accept that they'll always make fun of him. But the looks on their faces, man, it's fantastic. So that Hero video. Like I play it every night now. If there's any time I feel bad, I'm just gonna watch DLJ Surprise Hero. It's good. It's real good. But yeah, Japan, where dreams come true. So this was NSK the Podcast, episode 193. Thank you very much for listening. We hope to see you again next week, when hopefully I have a voice again.
Either
really
that
doubt.
Either that or it'll be worse and there won't be a podcast.
Yeah, it could be worse. So, all right, guys, take it easy.
Later.
later. Oh, God.